If there's one animal that's been wrapped in mystery, fear, and fascination for centuries, it's the black cat. They've been worshipped as gods, feared as witches' companions, and starred in some of pop culture's most iconic stories even as Hollywood stars. They've been blamed for bad luck and celebrated as good luck charms, and sometimes in the same century, just in different parts of the world. And no matter how many centuries pass, black cats always seem to hold a special place in our imagination, especially around Halloween. But how did these sleek, shadowy felines become such powerful symbols of mystery and magic? How did they go from sacred to suspicious, and back again? How did these mysterious felines become forever linked to Halloween? Today, we're unraveling the fascinating journey of black cats, from ancient legends and superstitions to the unforgettable roles they've played on screen. And by the end of this video, you'll never look at a black cat the same way again. Before we get started, consider subscribing to our pet-loving community for more black cat pet insights. We debunk commonly widespread myths and folklore to stop the dangerous spread of misinformation because black cats rule. To understand why black cats have the reputation they do today, we have to go back, way back, to ancient civilizations where these mysterious creatures weren't just household companions, they were divine. Let's start in ancient Egypt, where cats were sacred and revered. The goddess Bastet, one of the most beloved deities in Egyptian mythology, was often depicted as a black cat or a woman with a cat's head. Bastet represented home, fertility, joy, and protection. And harming a cat, any cat, was not only taboo but punishable by death. People believed cats carried the goddess's blessings, and many homes welcomed them not just as pets, but as guardians and symbols of divine favor. Thousands of miles away, black cats carried very different meanings in the folklore of Scotland and Ireland. Instead of being feared, they were considered omens of prosperity and good fortune. A black cat showing up at your door wasn't bad luck. It was a sign that wealth and abundance were on their way. Imagine living in a tiny thatched cottage on a stormy night, opening your door, and seeing a sleek black cat appear from the mist. Instead of superstition, you'd feel relief. Fortune was coming. But then came a darker chapter, medieval Europe, where superstition and fear collided. The rise of Christianity brought with it suspicion toward anything associated with the unknown or the mystical. Cats, especially black ones, were suddenly linked to witchcraft and the devil. Some believed witches could transform into black cats to roam unseen at night. Others thought cats were witches' familiars, magical companions that aided in spellcasting. This fear spiraled out of control. During the Middle Ages, cats were hunted, tortured, and killed by the thousands, often alongside women accused of witchcraft. Ironically, this mass killing of cats contributed to the rise of the bubonic plague, since fewer cats meant more rats, who were the very carriers of the disease. Yet even as black cats were demonized in Europe, other cultures held fast to their more positive associations. In Japan, black cats are seen as bringers of good luck and love. Single women with a black cat were believed to attract more suitors. These cats were considered protective spirits, guarding households and bringing happiness. From divine protectors to scapegoats, from lucky charms to feared symbols, the meaning of the black cat depended entirely on where you stood in history. And that duality, sacred and sinister, is part of what makes them so endlessly fascinating today. While myths and legends shaped the early reputation of black cats, pop culture gave them a brand new stage, one that helped reimagine them not as omens, but as characters with personality, humor, depth, and charm. Let's start with one of the most beloved black cats of the 1990s, Salem Saberhagen from Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Salem wasn't just a cat. He was a talking ex-warlock sentenced to spend a century as a feline after trying to take over the world. His sarcastic one-liners, schemes, and dramatic flair made him a fan favorite. What most viewers don't know is that Salem's on-screen presence required a mix of 3 real cats for basic movement, and an animatronic puppet for scenes where he talked or gestured. That combination brought Salem to life as the ultimate scene stealer, a villain turned roommate with a soft spot for mischief. Next up, Thackeray Binx from Hocus Pocus. Binx is a boy cursed to live forever as a black cat after failing to save his sister from witches. His character is tragic and noble, a symbol of love, loyalty, and redemption. For many viewers, Binx is their first emotional connection to a black cat, and he remains one of Halloween's most enduring icons. Fun fact, the voice of Binx and the actor who plays his human form are actually 2 different people, a creative choice that adds to the mystical, otherworldly quality of the character. If you grew up on anime, you know Luna from Sailor Moon. Luna isn't just adorable as she was wise, strategic, and fiercely protective. As the magical advisor to Sailor Moon and her friends, Luna guides them through battles and helps them discover their powers. Her signature crescent moon symbol is a nod to the same celestial and mystical connections cats held in ancient cultures. Luna is proof that black cats can embody not just darkness and fear, but wisdom and empowerment. Then there's Coraline, a film that embraced the eerie and the enchanting. The nameless black cat in this story is no ordinary feline. He can move between worlds and speak only in the mysterious other world. He's neither a villain nor a hero, but something in between. A guide, a guardian, and a reminder that not everything magical fits into simple categories. His quiet strength and sly intelligence make him one of the most memorable black cats in modern storytelling. Black cats even show up in unexpected places. Take Snowball 2 from The Simpsons, a recurring background character who quietly pokes fun at black cat superstitions. Snowball 2 doesn't have magical powers or prophetic abilities. She's just a cat, living her cartoon life in Springfield. Her presence is a subtle reminder that black cats don't have to be mystical or menacing. They can simply be part of the family. And we can't forget Bagheera, the sleek Black Panther from the Jungle Book, a character who may not be a domestic cat, but whose influence on how we view black felines is undeniable. Bagheera is everything the old superstitions got wrong. He's wise, noble, fiercely protective, and deeply compassionate. Bagheera's character draws from the very symbolism that black cats once held in ancient cultures: guardianship, mystery, and wisdom. And that portrayal matters, because it challenges the tired narrative that darkness equals danger. Each of these characters reshaped how we see black cats. They're no longer just symbols of luck, good or bad. Their personalities are sassy, brave, clever, nurturing, and deeply relatable. And that perspective matters, because how we portray animals in stories often influences how we treat them in real life. Comment below, which black cat was your favorite? Despite their starring roles on screen, black cats still face challenges in the real world, challenges rooted in myths that simply refuse to die. Many animal shelters report that black cats are adopted less frequently and often spend more time waiting for homes. Sometimes it's because of lingering superstitions. Other times, it's something as simple as photography. Black cats can be harder to capture in photos, making them stand out less on adoption websites. And around Halloween, many shelters take extra precautions by pausing black cat adoptions altogether. While the idea of ritual harm is mostly exaggerated, there are concerns about impulsive adoptions and neglect. It's a heartbreaking reality that these loving, affectionate animals are still judged by the color of their fur. But here's the good news: we can change that. We can challenge these outdated superstitions by sharing stories, celebrating black cats, and choosing them on purpose. If you've ever shared your life with a black cat, you know how magical they truly are. They're not omens, they're companions. They're not unlucky, they're unforgettable. So I want to invite you to do something simple but powerful. Share your black cat's name in the comments below. Let's create a wall of love and remembrance for these extraordinary animals. Whether they're still curled up next to you or waiting at the Rainbow Bridge, their stories matter. And if you're thinking of adopting, consider making a black cat part of your family. You won't just be gaining a pet, you'll be helping rewrite centuries of misunderstanding. From ancient temples in Egypt to Scottish folklore, from the witch trials of medieval Europe to the bright lights of Hollywood, black cats have walked beside us through every chapter of human history. They've been divine protectors, misunderstood outcasts, and pop culture legends. And through it all, they've remained exactly what they always were: intelligent, affectionate, deeply mysterious companions. But as powerful as these stories are, they're just one part of the bigger picture. If you want to go deeper, to understand why black cats became associated with bad luck in the first place, and how those myths still shape our world today, then don't miss our other video linked right here. It's the perfect companion to this one, and dives deeper into the origins of the misleading black cat superstition. And before you go, if you love this video, please like it, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell so you never miss another myth-busting story, pet mystery, or resource for compassionate pet care. Oh, and don't forget to leave your black cat's name in the comments, because every one of them deserves to be celebrated. Black cats don't bring bad luck. They simply bring magic, They bring joy, connection, and companionship. They bring stories that span millennia. And most importantly, they bring love. Watch our other video. Are black cats evil or bad luck? Next. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video.